Well, hello there, guys. I know that this is kind of a odd view, but I wanted to show you a view of my crafty space here, if you will, my journaling space from where I'm sitting up in my bed. And the reason why I'm showing this to you is because I am desperately trying to find the motivation at the moment to go over there. As you can see, it's a complete mess. I have stuff all on my desk. I brought a whole bunch of stuff over there. I have the stuff to make journals, and I have my daily journal over there as well, open and ready, and I have zero motivation to even sit at that desk. I have zero motivation to really journal, or not even journal, just be creative with paper, I guess is a good way to put it. I love journaling, and I will always journal. I journal. If I was to pause this now and to walk out where I was just a little bit ago, which was at my kitchen table, my journal, my prayer journal is wide open with my Bible and my tea, and I was journaling all of that this morning. So I journal every day. I doodle, those kinds of things. Those are just kind of things that I do to take up time and space. But to actually get creative and create something, for instance, that maybe I would share with all of you, I have zero motivation to do. So I know this is kind of weird, and it's going on 2 minutes just staring at basically a mess. I need to clean that. But I thought I would just share with you guys where I'm at. And I haven't done a face-to-face, so I'm going to turn the camera around. I think I'm going to go sit at my desk and put my camera in my little, can you see my finger? Does my finger show on here? Yeah, that's what that little thing is. That's what I put my phone on to film. Because filming from my bed, I just don't think will be a very good place to film with me all propped up on my pillows because I can't lay flat. But, yeah, I'll be back. So I know it has been a while since you guys have kind of seen me face to face, pretty much since December when I was doing Vlogmas. Hi. I'm getting a phone call. But anyways, we'll just decline that. But yeah, no makeup, no nothing. This is just me raw. Thought I'd pop in here. Every once in a while I come on here just to talk to you guys kind of openly and honestly. And I feel like it's that time again. It's that time because it's I'm reevaluating, self-evaluating, if you will, just going through a lot of stuff. As you can see, there's my bed. It's all propped up with all the pillows. I still cannot lay down. But most of you know that I've been going through some stuff, was diagnosed with some stuff, GERDs and all this stuff, and I'm just going through stuff. And now it's I feel like I turned 40 and everything personally, physically, in my body wise, has completely turned around and turned my life upside down. I just do not feel like me anymore. It's I hit 40 and just everything changed. And not only am I dealing with stomach problems and things, they told me, I have GERDs and all this stuff, or whatever. I'm dealing with these weird things now, on my cheeks and my forehead, which I have not been to the doctors to see about any of that because I don't have health insurance. But in my personal opinion, I think it's rosacea. Never in my life ever dealt with anything like that. I've never had rosacea. I've never had these things on my face and these spots and stuff. And I'm here to tell you that when I do get, I can feel them. They're up here by my eyebrow, and I can feel them. They're up my cheeks here. And when I do get these little outbreaks, it's not consistent. There may be days where my skin looks perfectly clear. I don't know if it has to do with food, if food triggers these kind of breakouts on my face, if you will. I'm still learning. they just appear out of nowhere. And when it does happen, like, I can't wear makeup and stuff because it just, it makes it so much worse. But anyways, I don't want to ramble on and on and on. But every once in a while, this stuff happens to me, where it's like I self-evaluate. I self-evaluate what I'm doing, what's going on. And 2020 was trying enough, and not just for me, for everyone in the world. And then 2021 hits, and it has been, since it's only February, what, today's 4th, 5th, something like that. It has been one thing after another. Not only me personally developing these new things, GERDs, whatever you want to call it, anxiety, deaths in my family, unexpected, just crazy things. And I don't know about anybody else, but it kind of just set me back. Like, it just takes me aback. And I'm a very deep person. Sometimes I wish I was shallow. My husband and I are completely different. I always joke and say, I'm an ocean and he's a puddle. Some days I would give anything to be a puddle, because then my brain wouldn't go all the time. I'm a deep thinker. I'm always thinking about things. I'm always pondering things. I want to be the best version of me that I can be, not only for me, but for everybody around me, including you guys. And I don't want to be fake or phony. Like, I don't want to be that person. Like, my desk is bothering me. It's so messy. But I don't want to be a fake or phony person. I just don't. It's not who I am. I don't want to be fake. I just don't. I don't want to be fake. So if I'm going through something, I'm going to be honest with you guys, because, you know, I get messages and such and be like, Missy, where are you? Are you okay? Is everything all well? I noticed you're not putting out as many videos, or, you know, just things like that. And I totally understand. Totally get it. I totally get it. So that's what I'm saying. I don't want to be fake. So I'd rather just be honest with you. And right now, I am really struggling with my creativity. I have moments where I think to myself, you know, especially with the passing of my cousin Danielle, which I've mentioned before. She was only 39 years old, and so sudden. Just it makes me think about things. And we have some other family members going through some major things too, and I think another one is not going to make it. And just like, it's been one thing after another, and it makes you stop and think about your own life. And I think that's been happening to me a lot lately. And I am struggling with, when I come to the end of my life, what am I going to have to show for it but that I played with paper? Now, before I go further, because I know all of you guys are like avid, you know, creators just like myself, whether it be through journaling or whatever, pocket letters, whatever you guys do. I am not knocking it, because it gives me so much joy. But because of YouTube, it has become my primary source of everything. Like, I live, breathe YouTube. I live, breathe what my mind is constantly, what am I going to do tomorrow with journaling? And since I changed the title to my channel, because I thought Do What You Love was so broad, and my channel was suffering so bad, that I went and took these, I think I explained all this before. I don't want to go on and on and on, but I took YouTube courses. If you're a YouTuber, you can go like into YouTube school and like learn their tips and tricks and stuff to make your channel successful. Well, I did that, and I let them do an analyze, where they analyzed my channel. And the very first thing that they said was my name had to go, because it was too broad. And because my name was too broad, it wouldn't pinpoint a specific type of people looking for a specific type of videos. And I'm like, well, I really don't want to do, because, you know, the beginning of Do What You Love, I was doing all kinds of paper crafting. And it's like, I really got burnt out on like in general, like pocket letters and flip books. And like, how many pocket letters and flip books can you make? I'm just being honest. And then what do you do with them all once you have them? So I really, really got burnt out with that. But I just knew in my heart of hearts that I don't think I would ever get burnt out with journaling, because journaling is such a source of freedom and peace. And it just, you know, but there are days where I just want to sit down and journal without all the frills, if you will. Like, I just want to journal from the top of the page to the bottom of the page with just words, not all the frilly stickers and stuff. I mean, it doesn't happen often because who doesn't love stickers? But it does happen. And on those days, it's like, what do I share with all of you guys? Because I'm just kind of in a rut. And then how many different ways can I share just journaling things with you? I tried to mix it up and do different types of journaling, like my recipe journaling or my nature journaling, or I do glue books, or, you know, I try to mix it up a little bit with you. But sometimes at the same time, I feel like I'm doing the same things over and over and over again, which is okay if it's on a personal level. But when I'm sharing it with you guys, it's like, am I boring them to death? Sometimes I feel like, you know what I mean? So today's video is just a heart-to-heart, just to talk to you guys about where I'm at and what I'm thinking, what I'm just thinking, what I thought about. So with all of these new health concerns, we'll just put it that way, that have arisen in my life, and going through pre-menopause and some new things that have developed in my life, it's like I hit 40 and my whole life just changed personally. Just like, wow. Even like my brain and the way I think and stuff is so different. But I was just thinking that, you know, I would, not to say that I'm going to quit YouTube or anything like that. I haven't like made up my mind in that. But in order to continue doing YouTube faithfully, for my own sake and for my own sanity, I think I'm really going to have to change some things up, because I'm losing my creative spark, if you will. I'm running out of things to share with you guys that aren't kind of the same thing, just a different day. And not that there's nothing wrong with that, because I watch YouTubers who strictly just do like Hobonichi. They don't, of course, put videos out every single day. They may do like 1 or 2 videos a week, but it's consistent. You're going to get like their Hobonichi spread, or they're buying things for their Hobonichi, or they're sharing like sticker or Amazon hauls to use in their Hobonichi. You know what I mean? But they usually only put like 2 videos out a week. And of course I can do that. I kind of said I was going to do that at the beginning of the year, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But what I noticed was, and YouTube is so brilliant at telling you with all of their red markers that come up on my page. And it's so funny to say this stuff, because it's like, if you're a YouTuber, you may not understand, but it's like you open up your YouTube page and like YouTube screaming at you with all these red cursors that, number one, my views are way, way down. My watch hours are way, way down. And I don't have any new subscribers. And like, if you go without a certain time without any new subscribers, YouTube is like, say like, blink, 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 something's wrong with your channel. And what it is it's gone from such a drastic drop since December to February, because I was putting out a video every single day in the month of December for Vlogmas. And then I made the drastic change that in January I was going to start doing videos just Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Well, I don't know if I lost viewers who were interested more in the vlogging side of me than just like the journaling side of me. And I lost those viewers, and that's why my views are down. I have no idea. I really don't know. So YouTube kind of makes it a little discouraging when you go on your page to upload a video and you got all these red things, and then they're dropping stuff in my email every single day on how to make my channel successful again. You're like, oh geez, it makes you kind of feel like a failure. So I'm dealing with a little bit of that, and in your mind you're trying to process, well, why are my views down so low, and why are things happening so bad? And on top of it, I also do YouTube as a source of income. So to go from what I made in December to what I made in January, you're like, wow. Like, it was a significant, like, holy crap. And we're not living off my YouTube or anything. My husband works. It's just basically what I make on YouTube, I put right back into YouTube by going to the Dollar Tree and buying stickers and stuff. YouTube kind of supports my habit. It supports my habit and my hobby. My husband would like, if I'm going to do YouTube full time, my husband would like for it to be a little bit more of a source of income, but neither here nor there. So, so I'm dealing with a little bit of that, and that makes you stop and think like, well, what's going on? What's happening? And I was just thinking to myself this morning, I'm like, well, you know, if I lost my creative spark, I'm kind of like, quote unquote, bored with doing the same things over and over again for YouTube, then maybe they're just simply bored of watching me do the same things as well. That's the only rational thing I can think of in my head. You know, like you're trying to rationalize things. So that made me think like, well, maybe it's time to start changing things up. And because I'm going through such big health concerns at the moment, which I've talked about this before on my channel, that YouTube kind of keeps me grounded to my desk because, you know, you create here, then I go into there, and then I have to edit it and the whole thing. It kind of takes up my whole day. And I'm very sedentary in it, which is not the best for me either. And now that I have these stomach things, it's like I don't have a choice. I cannot play around or I will suffer. It's not like before, like I'm overweight and I need to change my lifestyle because I need to lose weight. And if I slip up and have a pizza, it didn't hurt me other than on the scale, but we can deal with those numbers. Now it's like, if I eat something I'm not supposed to, I feel like I'm dying. I'm in bed for 3 days. And sometimes it's not even stuff that I didn't think I couldn't eat. It's stuff I didn't know wasn't going to sit with me right. Because now I'm starting to try different things. Because I cannot live on oodles and noodles and crackers. Because, yeah, in the beginning, I was hardly eating and lost a good chunk of weight. I think I lost almost 30 pounds. Yeah, well, when you live on oodles and noodles, my heat just came on. Sorry about the hiss. When you're living on oodles and noodles and crackers, that's a hugely carb diet, and now I'm getting the carb face. Like my face completely thinned out when I and all. Now I'm getting all of this again. Carbs give me the worst double chin. It's like as soon as I start eating carbs, it's like it all goes right here. So it's in my face. Like, Missy, you're not eating right. Look at your chin. Not that I haven't always had a double chin. It's just, it gets worse. I get super swollen right in my cheeks all through here. And my fingers and my chin and stuff get super swollen when I'm eating too many carbs. And I can see it and I can feel it. And I'm wondering if that's what like this rosacea stuff is from. I'm eating way too many carbs because I'm smart enough being overweight, doing keto, all those things to know that carbs are not good for you. But having GERDs, they're the safe food. Oodles of noodles and crackers are safe. They do not make me feel like I'm going to die 20 minutes after I eat them. Mashed potatoes. Yeah, that stuff is safe, but it's not good for me. So I am now on this new journey where I have to find out. I'm almost like I have to relearn how to eat different things. I gotta find what works for me with this new process. So, and I have to start branching out because what happens is my frontal lobe here associates food with pain now. So now I'm dealing with anxiety. I go to eat things that I know may not be safe. We're going into a risk. We're going to have, what did I eat the other day about sent me into orbit before I even ate it? What was I going to eat? I think it was, oh, I know what it was. It was I posted this on my other Instagram, my mushrooms and, was it sweet peas or mushrooms and snow peas? I was going to eat some mushrooms and snow peas because I need vegetables. I don't think I've had vegetables for a month because I've been living on toast, crackers, and oodles of noodles. So my body's screaming for vegetables. Well, my favorite vegetables, broccoli and cauliflower. But with GERDs, I don't know if that's smart or not. So I was like, well, maybe mushrooms and snow peas. So I was going to eat mushrooms and snow peas. So I made them. I filmed them. I put them on my weight loss Instagram. Before I could put that fork in my mouth, I had a major panic attack because I was because once you eat it, it's done. It's in you. And if you're going to have what I call episodes or an attack, it is what it is. They hurt so bad. But I can't live like this. I can't live on oodles and noodles and toast. I need vegetables. and I need to change the way I eat desperately. And it's like the story of my life, but like right now it's like I can't play around. Can anybody relate? I feel like I'm 41 years old and I've been saying, like, I gotta get my food under control. I need to change the way I eat. I gotta get this. I feel like I've been saying this my whole life, but now it's like, if I don't, it hurts. It's not, oh, I gained 3 pounds on the scale. Yeah, that kind of stings a little, but it's water weight. We'll lose it next week. No, it's like, rush me to the hospital. I feel like I'm dying hurt. Like, I can't play around with this. So, long story, but I'm just trying to be real. So, instead of like giving up YouTube and, or, you know, I do have another YouTube on here that's connected to this YouTube. It's called Missy's Book Cubby. I never took it down. It was my very first YouTube like 5 years ago. I think there's only 130 some subscribers on it. I did it for like a year and then I changed over to Do What You Love and started this one. But it's still sitting there. I never took it down and it's connected to this one. So I was like, well, maybe we'll just go over to Missy's Book Cubby and change the name to something whatever. And that will be my journey channel where, you know, Missy's journey to health, basically, trying to change things around. And I did so well in December according to YouTube's stats of vlogging, which when I went back and looked at some of my vlogging, yeah, I tried to include a little bit of journaling, something in every video. But in reality, it was my life. It was what I was doing for the month of December. And those videos did so fantastic, and I didn't even hardly do anything Christmassy. And I was like, well, maybe the vlogging of my life, I don't think I live a very interesting life. But what I think it is I think people can relate. I think people can relate to just everyday life and sharing it with somebody so that they don't feel alone and just having open conversations like this. I had some open conversations with you guys and, you know, just whatever I did during the month of December. So I was thinking about adding that. I don't know if I really want to start over again from a YouTube standpoint to a brand new channel that I would have to gain all new subscribers to. But at the same time, going through YouTube school, quote unquote, I know that they're really big on you need to find a niche and stick to it. So if I stick with the name Missy Journals, I really should stick with the journaling niche. But can I add some real life stuff to it? But I have a feeling though, if this really does, like, for me, I guess I'm trying to make this quick. I'm trying not to make this a long video, but for me, I'm one of those type of people that's all or nothing. I don't know if anybody can relate to that. So if I'm going to do Missy Journals, it's all or nothing about journaling. And I went for it. And I've been doing it now for like, what, 6-7 months? And when I look back at my stats from 6-7 months, Missy's Journals really hasn't changed much. Like from when the time I changed my name from Do What You Love to Missy Journals, I have not come out of a different bracket of subscribers. My watch hours are, well, right now my watch hours are down really low, but in general, my watch hours are not changed. I don't have any new subscribers. Nothing really has changed since I changed my name to Missy Journals. So has changing my name and sticking to one niche really benefit me in my YouTube? No. If I was to look at it as a whole from the time I went from Do What You Love to Missy Journals, no, it has not. Except for the month of December. The month of December, according to YouTube stats and all their crap, was phenomenal for my channel. So I'm just wondering if I'm wasting my time playing with paper. Not, oh God, I hate saying it like that because it's not a waste of time. It's a hobby, and it does bring peace and comfort, and it is fun, and it can be really beautiful, but it shouldn't be my whole life. And I think that's the part that I personally am struggling with, because this has become my niche. I've put all my focus and attention on it, And I even try to kind of revise some things for like January, like, oh, we'll bring in some glue books and we'll bring in a few little things to kind of like change it up. But my glue book videos are not doing well at all either, according to YouTube stats. You know what I mean? They're not doing very well. So I don't want to waste my time, I think is the point that I'm really trying to make, is I don't want to waste my time playing with paper when I have serious things going on in my life that I really need to address and get really serious about, that I've had other people make comments to me about as well, people who are also going through weight loss journeys, people who also have GERDs and they're going through things and things like that, whereas I can kind of turn my focus and center more on that and share that with you guys, and some journaling along the way, you know what I mean, but not have journaling as the center focus of my channel. I hope this is translating. I feel like I've had this conversation in the past. I think I've been on YouTube, I think later this year, I think in October of this year, I'll be on YouTube for 6 years, including the year that I was on Missy's Book Cubby when I was doing book kind of reviews and things like that. So I think altogether 6 years. And I think in 6 years I've had this conversation 3 times with you guys, where it's like I really need to change some things up because I'm dealing with things personally, and on top of that my YouTube is saying to me like, this isn't working. And not that I don't love YouTube, because YouTube really for me is all about you guys. Like, I love the connections that I've made with people, but I also have to make it worth my time as well. And it's not that I'm looking for some big success on YouTube. Like, YouTube, it's all about numbers. It's like, you know, because they're making money off of me. They're making money off of me. So of course they want big numbers. They want channels with 10,000 subscribers or more. And they want people who, when they put up a video, they're getting like 100K views within an hour of a video posting. And those type of people who do put videos out like that, they may put out a video a week or 2 videos a week, because they're getting like 100K views in an hour of posting a video. So for them to put 2 videos out a week, that's huge on YouTube standards. And for them, and if they're monetized, their pocket. It's like they're making some money. So that's great. But for someone like me who's just playing with paper and trying to find people who like to look at me play with paper to maybe inspire them to play with paper, you know, unless I'm putting out a video every single day, I'm not making any money. And even when I do put out a video every single day, my channel is not growing and it's not being a success according to YouTube standards. My standard is it's successful because of the relationships that I've made with the few people that, you know, that have really, you know, come into my life. And, you know, we kind of talk on a, well, I have to say I say on a regular basis, but I don't talk to everybody on a regular basis. I've really pulled back from that, especially this past like 4 or 5 weeks, because I've just not been well. It's as simple as that. It's not that I don't like anybody or I'm mad or upset or anything like that. It's just like there's days I can't get out of this bed. I just had one of these days. I had to cancel Thursday's live because this is literally where I was, up in my bed, because we're not even gonna go there. We're not even gonna go there. It's just a really bad day. And you know, so what am I trying to make a point about? I don't know. I just blab for 26 minutes and I have no idea if I'm making any sense or if I'm making any kind of point. But I really want to be honest with you, because I don't want to force anything and I don't want to be fake. I don't want to continue to make videos just to make videos and they just get worse and worse and worse because the enthusiasm for me making them is not there. And I know I keep pulling my shirt down, guys. I'm really sorry. This is a new thing that has also happened to me with this GERDs crap. Like, stuff sitting around my neck makes me feel like I'm choking. And I'm not choking. And this thing is as loose as can be, but it's just like a sensation that it makes me feel like I'm choking. Like, as soon as this video's over, I'm changing the shirt. Because this is bothering me. It's like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, stuff that I've never dealt with in my entire life. It's like, what the heck? You know? So, also my age comes into play too. YouTube is more centered around younger folk. Younger folk seem to do much, much better on YouTube than older folk. But there are many older folk, if you will, on YouTube who do get a following for certain niches or niches. I say niche. YouTube says niche. I don't know, but yeah. So, long story short, we're already 28 minutes in, plus the little bit that I filmed before, so this might be a very chatty video, which you guys don't seem to mind. Would you be on board? I ask these questions and I always get these responses. Missy, we'll watch anything you put out. So instead of me asking you guys, I think what I'm just going to do is, I think there's some changes coming to my channel that are going to be more life-centered, and I will add journaling and whatever I'm doing in the moment to them. It's not like I'm going to stop, you know, daily journaling or working on things for my Etsy shop and things like that, but I do think that they really do need to take a back seat and not be my whole center focus, because every single morning, I swear to goodness to you guys, I go to bed thinking about YouTube and what I'm going to do, and I wake up going for YouTube and what I'm going to do, which keeps me sedentary right here. And then when I'm in a creative funk because I'm dealing with stuff, I literally beat myself up all day that I did not get a video up on YouTube, that I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. And then in my mind I'm going, well, we'll just do a glue book, because at least I'll get a video up. And then I'm like, but that's such crap. I'm giving them crap because my heart really isn't in it. I'm just doing it to do it, just for sake of putting a video out, because I'm supposed to be putting a video out centered around this little niche, whatever. And it's crap because my heart isn't in it. And I respect you guys too much to kind of do that. I hope it comes across, you know. But so with this thing that I'm going through, and listen, another thing that I'm doing too is I'm spending a ton of time researching. I'm a huge reader. I want to research. I want to be knowledgeable about what I'm doing. I don't like doing things half-cocked, if you will. Like, there's things going on in my life and I need to make changes so I'm not in pain. So I'm researching a lot of things, and right now a lot of it has to do with food. You know, I think I'm not going to shop in local stores anymore, because I'm learning like about meats and where they're processed. And so right now I'm trying to find a local butcher to like find my meats, and trying to find co-ops where I can get fresh farm vegetables even in the winter, and not GMOs. And most of your big name grocery stores, they stock their shelves full of vegetables that are full of GMOs, and we don't know it. And I'm learning through many sites that those kinds of vegetables that could be triggering for GERDs and things like that. And it's just very eye-opening, and I'm learning a lot. And if I can share some of that with some of you and people who are also going through things like this and who are struggling, and these poor women who are just struggling along through life like I was, and they turn 40, 41, and then premenopause hits them and the bottom falls. If we can share with one another and be a support for one another. And you know, I'm no longer a homeschooling mom and stuff like that, so I know those channels are very big. I don't have any of that to share, but I have all other kinds of stuff to share, like plus size living and learning to change things in my life and just things like that. So what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to try to incorporate some of that into my channel, see how it does according to YouTube stats. And most importantly, you guys. And if it does well, then I'll continue to do it. But if it doesn't, then I might have to make some decisions in my life, because I really gotta feel good about what I'm doing. Does that make sense? Like, I gotta feel good about what I'm doing, and not that making journals and doing some stuff with journals doesn't make me feel good. It does, but in the grand scheme of life, like, there's so much more. And I would really love to share and support people who are going through things, because all I know is, like, from the month of December till today, my life has drastically changed. And it happens so fast. And I can't be the only person that is going through things like this. And when I put, like, paper crafting and that into perspective, it seems so minimal compared to, like, your frame of mind and not slipping into depression and oppression, and having your faith be strengthened and not weakened, and really taking the time to take care of you instead of putting all of your focus into a pastime where it should kind of be secondary to your life. And in my case, really, this creative space has become my sole focus and not the other way around. And I have it a little backwards, and I really need to flip-flop it, because, you know, I want to live a long and healthy life, and I really want to live life. I don't want to be glued to a desk my whole life trying to make it on YouTube. I don't want that. I don't want my life to pass me by. I really want to live. I really want to live. And I would love to take you guys along if you're interested. You know, if you're not, then I'll just lose numbers. My views will go way down, and YouTube will definitely let me know. And if it continues, then I think I have my answer. Like, maybe my time on YouTube is just over. I don't know. I hate to say that, because I love this community and I love you guys. But, I don't know. I just wanted to have a little heart-to-heart. It took me a long time to make this video. I've been feeling this way for a little bit. And then I get the, you know, you're going through your mind like, Missy, you're just being emotional. You're going through premenopause. This is probably about when you should have your period. So this is really period thoughts. Just give it a day. This will pass. And then you'll be all excited about something to do with journaling. But it's not going away. Actually, it's getting a little worse. And I know me. Like, when it gets like that, I really do need to, like, I need to take care of it, because I don't want to, I refuse to slip into depression and oppression and things like that. And I can't allow myself to go there. I don't know. I'm just going to shut up now, because now I just might be rambling. But I care enough about you guys and respect you guys enough not to be fake, not just to do things for the sake of it and put out less than videos, than just be real. Be real with you guys. So if you guys have any suggestions or anything like that, I would love to hear them. I would love to hear them down below. And I guess that's all I have to say. So, you know, it's been a couple days since I put a video out. This is some of the reasoning why. This is, other than I really was, like, sick, if you will, with GERDs. Oh, God. And it lasts forever. Like, it's not like heartburn. You have heartburn for like 45 minutes. Take some Tums, it goes away. No, GERDs is not like that. Not like that at all. But anyway, but God. So, that's what I'm dealing with. And I wanted to share it with you guys. I love to hear your feedback. And yeah, so I'm going to go. I'm not going to keep going on and on and on. But I love you guys. I'm trying to be real. I'm trying to let you have a very real piece of me. I'm trying to invite you into my life. I'm trying just to be real. I consider you guys friends. I know we've never met in real life, but I consider you guys my friends. I care about you. We are the Lovie tribe. We've created this whole community We are the Lovie tribe, and I want to keep us strong and healthy and motivated and moving forward. I just want to do it real, not fake. I don't want to force or fake anything. So I'm just being real with you today. So I love you guys. I'll be talking to you soon in a new video. Until then, I really do mean it. As always, take care of you. It is so important. There's only one of you. You only get one body. You only get one go around. Take care of you. Stay creative. Being creative is very important in however way you can, even if it's being creative in the kitchen, which might be my new creative space. And if you'd like to see that, we can do it. I'll throw some journaling in on the side. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.